But I have other questions. So let's say music. You said you're in this place where if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just want to keep producing it. You want to ride the wave, be involved in the community. Do you have other dreams and ambitions then that like you also want to accomplish? What is the other parts of Yamis?
So I have a career. I just pretty much finished school. I'm a mechanic. I work at Audi. So, I have a career and that I'm, very extremely passionate about
Yo,
it,
hold
and I
up. Shout
love
out
working on
Joker for
cars.
following fucking JK, kid who fucking schooled me on social media. Just hit the follow button.
Yo, say word. Shout out JK. Thanks for dropping in, man. Thanks for the support. We got some work on the way. We got some exciting things.
JK dope.
Yeah, facts.
Sorry, go back to your mechanic stuff though.
So yeah, I have a career that, I'd be more than happy living the rest of my life out, doing, and that's why I think that that music is more of a passion for me and a hobby and just something that I can, let loose on and lay my emotions out on the table and enjoy while doing it and get to go through that process and all that stuff. So, if I, spend the rest of my days as a mechanic, I'm more than happy. And if I blow up and end up as a famous superstar, that I'm more than happy. So I'm pretty happy with where I put myself in life and that's why I enjoy making music so much because I'm not stressing it. I'm not banking all my marbles on this.
So, your plan then is to just be a mechanic who makes music.
I wouldn't say it's my plan. My dream from childhood and I'm still not against it is to be uh, a famous, artist, music artist. That's been my dream. That's always will be my dream. That's why I make music and put, what free time I do have into my music and trying to perfect it and make music that I enjoy and people enjoy. Because I want, that's what I want. But I think that eh, when you when you put all your eggs in one basket, it leaves you pretty vulnerable, and life's a bitch sometimes, and can beat you up. And I think that having a fallback plan that is not just as but as passionate to me and and as personal to me as music is a good feeling and a reassuring feeling in life.
Yeah, I totally get that. I never quit my job, so I'm still jobbing this whole time I've been doing all this stuff, and I really like what I do for a living. I get to work with people and do interesting things. Not all of it's interesting, but I'm really passionate about marketing and internet marketing and all of that good shit. Like, I just love it. I sit there and watch fucking videos from marketers about marketing. That's fun to me. So I get to do that for a living. Plus, that's basically a huge element in music. So it's like, this is fun. It synergizes well. But I empathize heavy. Like, I do interviews. I do all kinds of shit now. Honestly, because I agree with you. It's kind of good to not put all your eggs in one basket. However, I also have all the admiration for the people who are able to just kind of pursue that and like go all in and just like pursue that thing. I do think at above a certain age, the multiple basket eggs is probably the move. But like, especially if you're real young, do what you got to do. Is all I'm saying. But like, I think it's cool that
Yeah,
you're
and
just open
and
minded about having multiple passions and multiple reasons to be in this.
yeah, and full respect and all the credit due to the people that that bank on this and use that motivation of kind of wanting this so bad that this is the only kind of passion you follow to make good music and to kind of make their dreams come true. And I think that if you can afford to do that, I think that's a great that's a great thing. And if I could afford to do that and not have a job and just spend every single day making music and not pay any of my bills, then I probably would. But I know that life's real and bills need to be paid and things need to get done and I luckily found a passion that that I'm also interested in, and that I could make a
I'm gonna be a
career out of, that was realistic.
So what's interesting about what you said though is I think I'd rather listen to the rap of a guy who's a mechanic writing about his experiences, because that would be some shit that would be fucking worth writing about, at least, or something. This is preferences that I would rather listen to. Whereas the person who might work all day on their craft is probably gonna make some bless ass music that I might not be as interested in listening to personally, because I'm onto that real life shit. Like, yo, half the reason I can write songs is because I lived through shit at work, and it's like, I'm gonna write about this shit in parables and stuff. So it's like by having those real life experiences, and I mean, I get the feeling you still practice your craft like a lot. Do you practice every day?
You're talking about like mechanics or music?
Both. Now I'm curious about both.
So mechanics, I mean, I have a regular job. I work 40 hours a week, Monday to
Respect.
Friday. But I pretty much, yeah, I do music any free time I can get. I have, a girlfriend, and I, trying to keep my life good and balance my life. But I put work into my music, and I don't rush things. And I think that's a really important thing in making good music and making good content, is not to kind of force yourself to rush things out just because you want to get things out, but to maybe work on them a little bit longer and put yourself in a better position a little bit more in the future to to help yourself succeed a little bit more. So I work on my music, and I spend, if I have no time one day, I have no time one day. If I have an hour, and I spend that hour, and if I have, 10 hours, 12 hours, I spend 10 hours, 12 hours. I've done everything from 30 minutes to, all day, 2, 3 days in a row of doing music. So I try to maximize my time as much as I can, and dedicate as much of my passion and my time to music as I do to anything else that I care about in life.
I love that answer too. I relate heavy to that shit. But yo, just the level that you're putting, the level of effort that you're putting into all this has me very optimistic for your future. I'm convinced that the world is gonna have less millionaires in music, a lot less millionaires, but a lot more people making like $80 to $120,000 a year off of music, which means a lot more people get paid, which is very good for a lot of people who want to be career musicians, and maybe really bad for people who want to be super rich career musicians, because there's like two different things, right? There's I live off of this, and then there's I live off of this and I live luxuriously. I don't know how many people will hit that status in the future, the way things are going, but with that kind of level of ethic and willingness to connect with people, it's like, yeah, it's just now a matter of finding rev streams. Bringing up, yo, you should make mechanic raps though. I would fuck if you were like, bro, I fucking put the wrench and I twisted the wrench and fixed the axle, and I don't know my car shit. But if you did it like with real car shit and you like broke down how to like fucking fix cars and shit, I swear I'd geek on that. I wouldn't listen to it a lot, but I'd listen to it sometimes. That's the truth of it. Like that kind of stuff is fucking cool to me, because it's like tutorials plus it's like fucking music plus, I mean, nobody else might agree with me, but just being able to do some shit like that is cool because you bring that mechanic passion into it.